Good morning, Jim Mcgrew here again. We're going to take a little moment to run through how to upload a photograph and resize it, or at least the way I do it. You'll take your photographs and with cameras and other digital media and so forth, and I have this beautiful little program I call Picassa that is free, and it comes from Google. When you open Picassa, you can choose import. Choose your source of import, which over here on the upper left hand corner you'll see it this time as a folder, but your camera will be there. Most time when you plug your camera card in, it's all going to come up automatically, but this is where you choose your source. You can select your photographs or import them all. You have options. Generally I support I import them all into my pictures down here on the lower left hand side. You can choose a folder there, create a folder title, and there'll be a little button over here eventually called OK or Upload, and you'll import them into Picassa. Once they're in Picassa, it will, and I always choose the date that I want them, because it's going to put them in some form of chronological order, and I've got projects. I can make movies with Picassa. I can do collages when I want to show multiple photographs. Various pieces of work that we've done and so forth. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to come down and choose a job we are doing called capstone. And I'm going to choose this photograph here, which is a large panel job that we're doing. If you look down here at the bottom, the picture came in at 3072 by 2048 pixels, which is 3.1 megabytes, which is pretty large for a online upload. I have a few options over here that's kind of fun you can play around with. You can choose some various design and features. There's changing colors and so forth and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm going to do is go into General Tools and just increase the fill light a little bit, make the photograph a little more visible. See that? And when I click back to Library, it's going to save that photograph. I'm going to reopen it. At this point you can do it from anywhere in the screen, but you can go to File, Export Picture to a Folder. Right here I have the option to choose where I want that folder to go so that I can find it. In this case I have a folder saved on my desktop called Exported Folders, and I put all of my exported folders in that area. And let's see if I've got one called Capstone. I do. And I'll just make a new folder called Test and say OK. And at this point I get to resize my photograph. Here's where you can choose the pixels. I like 1024. It's a nice big picture, maybe a little bigger than some needed, but I like people to see my work. Save in automatic quality. I'm going to add a watermark here where I'm going to put my name on it, James Mcgrew Cabinet Makers, and I'm going to hit export. It's going to create a file folder where we told it to. At this point I can just close everything and go directly to my cam heads forum. Let's go get that baby. And in cam heads I'm going to go to water cooler, and maybe I'll move this later, but at this point I'll start a new thread and call it Upload Photos. Name it Here is Use of Picassa. And I'm going to come down and I want to manage attachments, because I'm going to come back and put the video in a minute, but at this point remember I saved in desktop. I have my place called Exported Photos. I scroll down to Capstone. I have my file called Test. Where are you here? I hope I saved my photograph. I hate to have to do this video again. Okay, so I found my photograph. I go to Browse, Desktop, where I saved it. Again, come down to Exported Photos and come down to Capstone, the name of the job. Capstone Albert, and there's all my photographs, and the one that I saved is going to be a duplicate photograph, and it's right there, 1649. I'm going to hit upload and do that little wait that we're required to do depending on the size of the photograph, and when it's done it will close the it will tell you that the image is attached. You close the window and hit submit new thread, and as I'm sharing this you will find that now I've got a reasonably good sized photograph of what I wanted to upload, and that's how I use Picassa. I'll upload this video in a few minutes. Thank you.